Hello the internet! It is Monday the 20th of November 2017. This is the second full vlog I've made since living in Culburra Beach. And I am nowhere near Culburra Beach. I'm back up in Sydney, my hometown. Got a little event on today up here in downtown Sydney. This is the beautiful Central Station. Got the Christmas trees out there already. November is close enough to December. Before we get to the event I'm headed to, NSD. NSD, this episode is King of the North. I've done a King of the North NSD before, but I never gave you the coupon code to purchase prints at a 15% discount. So I've photographed King of the North 3 times. Each of those 3 times was in 2014. If you like your two-piece rock, you will certainly like King of the North. Have a look at these photos, and if you enjoy what you see and you check out the band and you want to purchase these prints, you can use this code, GIVESAMINUTE-King of the North, all one word. Where you can use that code will be in the description of this video, and you'll get 15% off these prints. I'm up here today in Sydney to attend a masterclass from Hartshorn Distillery. Now, Hartshorn Distillery is a micro distiller from Tasmania, and these guys are famous for distilling their alcohol using sheep whey. That's right, you heard that correctly, sheep's whey. For those that don't know, myself included, sheep's whey. So, Ryan Hartshorn, his family owns a sheep farm, and they make cheese. So during the process of making cheese, you have to curdle the sheep's milk. Once you curdle the milk, you strain it, and the leftover liquid is called whey. Now, Ryan, in his own infinite wisdom, worked out a method how he could ferment that sheep's whey, and that's what he makes his vodka and gins from, and that's what I'm here for right now, to go and learn about that, taste it. To be honest, it sounds awful, but you have to be open to these things, right? Open-minded and experimental, that's what I'm all about. Anything goes in the big smoke. Look where these cops are parked, blocking all the traffic to do their little business there. Look at the space they've got here. They could have parked anywhere. I don't want to cause a fuss, but they could have easily driven in a little bit and given the 2 lanes of traffic free rein. Ah, that kind of irritates me. Should that irritate me? Does that irritate you, or am I just being irritable? That's the city. People are needing to get I'm not here for that. By the way, see all these construction areas behind me and in front of me? This is all Sydney putting back the trams into the main road of Sydney that they took out years and years ago. There used to be trams that ran up and down George Street, and they got rid of them. And now they're putting them all back again. This is the location for the distillery masterclass. It's in a hair salon. Oddly enough, I need a haircut. Maybe this is going to work in well. This here is Ryan. G'day, Ryan.
Hey, how you going?
He's the master distiller from Hartshorn. Hartshorn being his family name. Nice to meet you, man.
Thanks for coming.
And I've already explained a little bit about his product, but I think it's better if we hear exactly from Ryan how unique this is in the world. Ryan, talk to us a little bit about it.
Yeah, thanks. It's currently the only sheep's whey spirit in the world. There's a couple of cow whey distilleries around, and that's sort of what triggered my idea in the early stages. Essentially, it's fermenting lactose sugar into alcohol. So you need a basic sugar to be able to create alcohol, and that's part of the problem. Whey is not naturally a basic sugar, so it's quite a bit of work to try and change it.
You've been experimenting with this for years, and you've finally come up with a great, unique way to do it, and it works well for you. I'm really keen to try this today. I know you brought some of your cheeses up here as well.
Yeah, brought the cheese, representing the cheese today.
The family farm they've got is called Grandview. A little word there, view. I'll put that on the title so you can see how it's spelled. That's quite unique.
Pun,
yeah.
So we got the whole farm down there, and you know, been doing that for 15 years with the sheep. Now I've decided to try and do my own thing and distill what is essentially the waste from the cheese into alcohol.
So nothing goes to waste. This is awesome. Brian, so nice to meet you, man. I'm looking forward to hearing you talk.
See you later.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is a sheep's whey martini, and now we're going to have a listen to Ryan talk about how he distills this product. I almost don't want to drink it, it looks that lovely, but I will. Very, very tasty.
First of all, I really appreciate you guys making the effort to come out here. I know it must be pretty shit to try and come out and do something on your day off, but I really do appreciate it.
Ryan's giving his talk right now, but unfortunately it's really, really dark in here. Very, very interesting though.
This is only 4 plates. The more of these copper bubble plates you have, the cleaner the spirit, or the more the spirit can separate into definite sections. You can ferment milk, and it's a much easier gig. But to actually ferment the whey, it's like you've exhausted something and you're trying to still make product from something that's exhausted. So it's a lot harder. Character to it. Thank you. So it's unfiltered vodka. I'll tell you guys that, and you guys know that. But allow me to
very,
describe
very good. This vodka is so smooth and tasty. You can drink it neat, and it's recommended that way. Now we've got the gin.
So this is the
Straight
big
up,
thing.
it's botanic
And now
infused gin
distilleries are starting to
with flowers. Not these guys.
They now own one of these stills after.
We already tasted the gin in the martini, but that's the gin by itself. Very, very tasty.
These things around about that round. This is my gin basket. So this is the big difference between my gin. It's all vapor infused only. Then there's lemon myrtle, so you get a little bit of citrus, and then it's anise myrtle, wattle seed.
This here is the botanicals that go into the gin. I want to taste this. I don't know if you're supposed to taste this, but I'm going to taste it.
Waste from the actual gin botanicals once they've had the vapor go through them.
Not surprisingly, it's dry.
So you get a lot of that sort of gin.
I wouldn't recommend doing that.
That window was essentially because I thought, oh, maybe down the track I'll just put one really rare berry in the bottom and just have it sitting there as a presentation. And then I realised berries float, so it basically every year now I'm going to commission one artist to do a whole mural on a bottle. Essentially,
This guy is closest to whiskey. It's a vodka that's aged in oak. You know I like my whiskeys. Oh man. Alright. This is one thing. That is, you can see it's even a darker colour too. Oh wow. Yeah, that's my guy. Ryan has just finished his talk there. Very interesting, very educational. What we have here is literally the whey from the sheep. He did say that you can taste this. He said that you probably won't enjoy it, but you can taste it. And I'm all about new experiences. Yeah, that's not very nice. This one here, this has been fermented, so there is a small amount of sugars added to this and yeast. Well, the sugars are the whey. The yeast would have been added to this to make a small amount of alcohol, about 3%. Okay, that's a little bit more palatable. Still a little bit rough. The last one here, this is the first distill. So there's now a secondary distillation after this, but this is the first distill. Okay, so that even is more palatable. As a fan of whiskey, and you know that about me if you watch my channel, you know I enjoy my Jack Daniels, and I do enjoy my Lagavulins. This is vodka and gin. But this product right here, I'm gonna sit on someone's jacket. Let's get that out of the way. This product right here, the Sheep Whey Vodka American Oak, this is the one that if you do like that kind of the whiskey flavour. This is the one that you will like. It's the same bottle. It's got a slightly different marking on the top there. It's got AO, American Oak. Got a little slot there where you can see the colour of it. And I've got to say, that one was super, super tasty. I highly recommend if you're going to try any of this stuff, you definitely have to try this one. If you like your whiskies, if you like your vodkas and gin, then go for anything. But if you're a fan of whiskey like me, certainly go for this one. A lot of this experience isn't just about my tasting, it's more about everybody here enjoying it. This is Sarah. Hey Sarah.
Hiya.
Sarah, if I said to you someone was going to manufacture a vodka and gin made from sheep's whey, what would be the first thing that would come to your mind?
Oh, it actually goes back into history about making no waste. So it's actually about taking what you've got left and making something fun. And when you add some botanicals, then you get some gin.
Okay, the next question is, now that you've been here today and you've tasted some of Ryan's product, what has been your feelings and what's been your response to his product?
I'm still mysterious about his 2 mystery botanicals. The martinis that the bar guys made was sensational.
For me, as you've already heard, the vodka that's aged in oak just blew me away.
It was sensational. Totally agree with you. It was great. Had a nice like oaky sensation to it.
It did.
But it wasn't overpowering. But the mouthfeel was awesome.
Let's talk to Ryan about that product because that's what's hit home with me. Sarah, nice to chat with you.
Fantastic to chat with you.
Let's go and chat with Ryan. Ryan, that was a great talk. I really enjoyed listening to you. I can't really say I enjoyed watching you because I couldn't really see you. It was so dark there.
You're saying I'm not good looking? Is that what you're
Very good looking chap. Really nice to hear you speak about your product. I really enjoyed your oaked vodka.
Yep.
I didn't know that you could have vodka that's aged in oak. It's almost like a whiskey.
You're right, spot on. It was. I'm a bit surprised myself that other people haven't done it. I just assumed when I was creating it that it had been done many times before.
Right.
Because it's a logical spirit to, it can lend itself so well to so many flavours.
Right.
It's like a blank canvas. So you start treating it like a whiskey after distillation. Start doing it the same as a whiskey, putting it in a barrel at 65% alcohol and aging it just the same. You're going to get pretty close to a whiskey in profile. Just maybe not that sort of depth, more like a Irish whiskey or something.
I wanted to say thank you for having me down here.
Thank you.
And how can people learn about your products outside of this vlog?
Best from our website. There's a nice little video on how I do everything, but also more detailed information about each product and some other products that are sort of rarer bottles to find are on the website as opposed to bottle shops.
I'll put a link there down below. And yeah, this is the guy who makes it. It's been really nice to meet you, Ryan. Thanks so much, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, cheers.
Thanks for your time.
Maybe I'll see you in Tasmania sometime.
Definitely.
And just like that, you're back in the barbershop. Getting haircuts. That's not what we're here for today. We're here for gin and vodka made with sheep's whey. Oh, jeez. What an experience. Who would have thought, like, if I told you earlier that you could make vodka and gin from sheep's whey, like, you would have laughed at me, right? As I was walking back to the bar to say my farewells, I found a Tasmanian who tells me they're making vodka and gin from the rare orange-breasted parrot. The whey from an orange-breasted parrot. That's just insane. Let's go and check that out right now. Oh, that's we're out of time! I ran out of time again on my vlog. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do that here. Check out a previous vlog here and a random vlog here. If you want to support me on Patreon, you can do that here. If you want to check out my Lightroom presets, the description of this video has a link to those. Has that been 20 seconds? I feel it has.